What's up, everyone? So we got a few things going on today. I am building a contraption. You're gonna ask what that's for. Well, let's go find out. And for starters, I did move the Emperor Cichlid out of the 4400. He is in this 550 now, so he's a bit more peaceful. He was causing a bit of chaos in the 4400 with my Atlantic tarpon, so I went ahead and split them up before any damage was done. But let's go ahead and walk out back. Got the puffers over here, the Frontosa, cichlids. But we come out back to the pond. So you guys know we got the other filter hooked up. It's actually running. We went ahead and carried that other filter up front, which I've got the boys up there cleaning right now. But this piece of PVC is going to turn into a drain outlet for my filters. Okay, so you see on each end of the filter, I've got this gate valve, and looks like it goes to 2-inch PVC. But the thing here goes 2-inch PVC, will not go inside of it. The regular 2-inch is too small to fit inside, and this coupling is too big to fit over it. So what I'm gonna have to do is take a piece of sandpaper and sand down the edges until this actually fits, which I started on the first course here, and I kind of did it a little bit. It is closer, but I still got to go just a tad bit more. So this is going to get me an elbow to a piece of 2-inch PVC and be able to shoot it out here so I can clean each of my filter boxes. Okay, so you guys remember this filter was on the back koi pond. This is the Oase BioSmart. This was running for the last 2 years on the pond. We just upgraded to the screenmatics. So now we're going to clean it out of all the koi, the gook and nastiness. And we're going to try and put this on the stingray tank and see how this does indoors on the tropical tanks. So there you can see the sponges all covered in gook and crap inside the filter box. Is completely nasty dirty. So we're going to go ahead and get to work here. And this smells delightful. Alright, so here's a little bit of what I got to do to this piece of PVC. Okay, so this is how she fits. I even took it a little bit too far, and it's all right though. It'll get the job done. Okay, there she goes. That is nasty, filthy, filthy muck water coming out of there. And that's, oh! That is just what was sitting in the bottom of the filter. I didn't even start wringing the sponges out. But you can tell it is just washing a bunch of nasty dirt out. That is amazing. Oh man, look at this. That is cakey. So I clean some of this off. This is a full clean. This puppy has been running all winter long, which is a lot less dirt in the winter time, but I wanted to give these filters a true test. You can see everything is still working great as can be. That is a mess and a half, but you just come over and you empty this stuff out and bam, back in action. That stuff is still coming out nasty, dirty, keeps going in cycles of clean, dirty, clean, dirty. So we're going to do this right here. We are going to flip this up. There we go. Oh, look at that. That is cakey. Look at all that dirt coming out. Look at all this right here. I love to see that. This is, oh, look at that. It's whew, flushing it even more. That's getting all this dirt out of these filters here and running back and under. Oh man, this is going to be awesome. Look at this stuff. This is all just nasty. But man, these filters are definitely something. Look at that. All right, filling back up. We're just giving these filters a little rinse and wring. And get all this junk off the top. Look at that. That is some nasty mud. Open this gate valve again. And there she goes again. Just rinse and repeat. Okay, as you can see, it is still flowing out pretty nasty dirty. When it goes a bit clear, I go ahead and shut it, and then I do a couple more sponges. I'll rinse them out, let it wash through. This is just pulling all sorts of nasty detritus out of this pond. Now all these filters can get back to work, pulling even more, nasty, filthy dirt out of this pond. So we've left the wetland completely, clogged and just nasty, dirty right here. So that is unclean. So we've just been testing these two Oase filters on a fresh spring startup, the nastiness, all the food, decayed matter being kicked up. So we are getting a true test. Look, it's back clean over here. So I'm gonna restart. Bam! Now this fills back up, and I will do another 2 or 3 filters here. Okay, when you're cleaning this filter, you're like, man, I wish I had a plug for that hole right there so this filthy water doesn't get back in the pond. Well, guess what? Oh, mine just fell. It's usually clipped in right here. But now, this plug can go in right there. Bam! Now you're like, well, I wish I had a scrub brush to go ahead and clean the tops of these things. Well, you got a scrub brush right here. Now you can take some water. You're not using your hands. There you go, getting all this filthy junk off the tops of these filters. Look at that. How cool is that? And it's back to clear. Let's do another round. This filter is just awesome. That is the most, the easiest thing I can say about these filters. We've got 6, 12, 18 of these sponges. We've got some biomedia over here. And after the sponges get all caked up, the whole area kind of acts as like a big settling chamber. As you can see, there was just mounds of dirt on top of each filter. But here you go. Do this little sped up action here. Bam! Look at that. Let's drain some more water. Okay, this is the filter that's now been running for 5 days. You can see how much crap it's gotten off just in string algae. I'll go over here and dump that crap. But you can see the filter is also pretty clogged. So we're gonna go ahead and give this puppy a clean too. I'm gonna go grab my handy dandy cleaner pipe. Here we go, look at that. Comes right out. And then we'll put her right in here. There we go. All right, and we'll put her right in here. There we go. Okay, let's open her up. Look at that nastiness coming out. That's actually pretty clear. Okay, I did just a quick wash on this one, letting that all get cleaned out. So both filters will be nice, fresh, and clean. That one was by far caked. This one just had a little, sprinkle on top. So we're washing this one out. I'll let this run clear. Put this one back in operation. And we can see just how nice this bad boy works. Hey, look, guys, we created another waterfall back here. So in time, I'll get a nice drain hose that goes all the way down to the river. So we stop this from happening, because that's just going to slowly erode away land, which should not be happening. Okay, so the filters are back in operation. I did kick up a bunch of mud because I didn't get that cap in right away. But over the next, couple of weeks, we'll actually see how these filters can do. And then once we get a good test run on that, I'll go ahead, drain and clean this wetland filter, and that'll take another huge, massive load of detritus and nastiness out of this pond, and we'll finally be able to get this thing clear. Okay, so all in all, the Oase, screenmatic filters that we have on the back pond, they work like a charm, and I can't wait to see what they do through a full season. Both of them running full blast. That'll be pretty awesome. I am super amazed by how these filters have acted in the little bit of time that I have owned them. Look at this Arapaima right here. He is waiting for some food, but they are great fit filters. I would definitely recommend anyone thinking about purchasing them to go ahead and pull the trigger. We're also going to run some new experiments on the fish tanks that you see right behind me to see how them filter boxes work on, you know, actual aquariums and not just a pond application. So those tests will be coming soon as well. Okay, with everything going on, you see we have excess pumps running everywhere. So I've been hooking up a lot of pumps, and right now we've got another AQQA submersible pump. And let's go ahead and get this out and see what we're dealing with here. Okay, so this one is their 50-watt submersible pump. As you see, I already tested it out, made sure everything was good, brand new out the box. It works like a charm. We've got a bunch of hose barbs here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this hooked up to this other hose that I have running up to this tank. Because as you know, my pump is off right now because it burned out. So we're gonna start doing our sump work. So I need to get a new pump hooked up to this hose, and we'll see just how this pump works. Okay, as you see, I've got quite a few in here, but the AQQA in the corner runs back, runs over, and now she is on and pumping up to this tank here. And this is a little bit over 6.5 feet ahead, and you've got definitely some good water pressure here. You definitely lose a little bit with the height, but that is to be expected. Now this is just flowing in water from my system to feed this tank just alone, and it does have its individual filtration as well. But I definitely love these pumps. I've been putting them through the ringer, and these things have been standing up to the test of time. This is the second iteration of pumps that they've sent me. One was a bit bigger and had the flow control. This one has just a small, you know, switch on the side that it can flow control with. But I'm curious to see how these ones work as well. So far, so good. And if you guys are ever in the market for a nice, you know, cheaper pump on the market, I would definitely suggest AQQA. They definitely suit me well here at the rescue. All right, and I'll put a link in the description for both of these products as well. But I'm doing a water change on this tank here behind me. So I am going to jump back to work over here, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. So if we look back here, we've got this 80 and the 40 behind me. I am gonna go ahead and set these up as the dolphin tanks. Maybe do a divider and put both dolphins down there for a while, and maybe do something else up here for the time being. But we have a lot of work to do. You guys see this 3500 looks phenomenal. It is at that 7-day cure, so this tank is good to go. We just need to start hustling and getting it set up and have the next, you know, move to get these tanks out of my way and set up with fish in them. But that is coming here soon, so stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, stay fishy, my friends.